Hey everybody, how are you?
Hello there.
Hey Helen, how's my bestie? Hey Mama B.
Checking audios. Sorry guys, we'll start the show in just a little bit. I am just checking to make sure we can be heard. Are you guys hearing us? Yeah, we're being heard.
Alrighty then. Hey Mama B, hey Helen, how you guys doing? Yeah, it started, Helen.
So how's everyone doing tonight? How are you, Carrie?
I am hurting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hurting,
baby.
hurting. Hey Lynn, how are you? Thanks for coming. Get to see some spit, not mine. Unicorn. Well, I guess we will now. That's no fun.
I hate my teeth. I hate teeth in general. I mean, they're a necessity, and they're good for corn on the cob. But yeah.
They're more trouble than they're worth. So we're gonna soon as the art bitch can handle them here, we'll be looking at the pours we did last time. They haven't been sealed yet, but there's that one. A lot of sparklies in there. And there's that one, which I do believe is going to be headed down under.
Down under, mate!
Down under. It'll be in a pack of happy for my bestie best. And then this one was the one that the trusty art bitch did near the end of the show.
See, I can do stuff.
Yeah, not quite sure what's happening with the white cracking, but it's all good. This one is, I believe, headed northbound for a one Mama B, because she wants something that her Sniggle Fritz has made. And there's one more over there.
I'm working on it. I'm only one person. That and the damn cups are still glued on.
That's because we haven't monkeyed with them. But yeah, this one's headed down under.
Yeah,
Once it gets sealed.
Nice box of happy.
Once it gets sealed. And this is the one that was on the canvas. It's weird how it just has that one lonely blotch of pink there.
Hey, Tina, how are you?
Hey, Tina. A lot of sparklies. Hopefully everything will look a little better with some clear on it. It usually does. I guess we should move these before they get any...
Son of a bitch, Helen. Do you have to call me Sniggle Fritz? I'm okay with PJ.
Call him Sniggle Fritz?
Screw you!
Call him Sniggle Fritz or Poopsie Doodle.
Come on.
He answers to both.
No, I do not.
Yes, he does.
Ugh.
So... And because we're slackers in the household here, nothing has been sealed yet. Well, this one hasn't definitely been done because I haven't finished the box yet. But
the boxing.
And neither has the vase that we did. But that's totally dry. Obviously, it's only been, what, 2 weeks? You can see how it turned a chalky, kind of dull. Not too much happening, but once it does get sealed, colors will turn back to what they were when they came out the bottle. So that's a plus.
Now, can we get a two-dimensional view? You want to show us on the...
What do you mean by two-dimensional?
Of the box itself.
This?
Yeah.
I hate cameras. Alright. So that's that one. Now we can either do this or we can try something new. Like I said, you can supposedly go over chalk paint with this stuff and have it look distressed. And I've never used chalk paint before, so that was a learning curve in and of itself. Never distressed anything in my life, so I don't know how that'll turn out. So we can do, I think we were calling this, what, the stash box last time?
Oh yeah.
Or we can try and probably fail with the chalk paint. What's up to y'all?
We can take a poll.
Stash or chalk? Because it don't rightly matter to me. Invalid parameter, art director.
I'll work on that. Let's see. I know I can figure it out. It doesn't matter. Just you guys talk. No, it's not borked. I just don't know the commands, mother. Thank you, though.
Hey, Joyce.
All right, so are we doing a stash box tonight, or are we doing chalk paint? Both are going to be with unicorn spit.
Yerp.
Yeah, so.
Yerp, yerp, yerp. Doesn't matter to me. It's all spit.
We're waiting. All right, Lynn says chalk.
Whoops.
So we've got one for chalk so far. And we've got 2 for chalk. Thank you, Tina. And Helen's like, screw it. I'll be able to put pot in anything. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Well, I think we're just going to do chalk. It looks like all of the people who are active in the chat room want chalk, so let's give them chalk.
Chalk it shall be. Alright. Get some paper towels. And since I tend to lean towards blue, I'm gonna not even touch it and we'll go green. Or everything will be blue. Blue, blue, blue. Alright. Let's see what happens.
Getting dirty with your hands, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had my mic off. Getting dirty with your hands.
Yep, that's the way you do it.
while Carrie's finger painting. And can I just say, I really hate when you go to a store expecting to have trained professionals help you out, and they don't know what they're talking about. Went to my local grocery store today, and man, when I tell you, I asked if I could use Apple Pay, which I don't use. I use Android Pay, but it's the same thing. And they're like, "Oh yeah, you just scan it here." And no, that was for your membership card only. Anyway, use my card, not a problem. But it's like, you work on these registers all day. You'd think you would know. I've done cashier clerk work. I knew what was going on. Being extra quiet there, Carrie, aren't you?
Sorry. I hurt. Takes concentration when you hurt.
I understand. What happened?
I don't know. Woke up a little stiff. It wasn't bad. Took a couple Advil. Figured, it'll get better. It'll go away. Not so much. It only got worse as the day went on.
Oh.
Heating pad, more Advil. And it's just gotten worse, so I don't know. Not sure. Can't tell if it started in my neck and it's just worked its way down, or if it's something in my shoulder. I'm assuming it's my neck, considering that's where all my problems tend to start.
Well, it probably doesn't help that you've got to sleep with a guy who turns over all the time and two big pit bulls.
Probably not.
For that, I apologize.
It's quite alright. Now, I'm not quite sure, but man, this would really suck this green in, and I shouldn't have done green because I'm not a fan of green.
Well, you were going to do blue, weren't you? Like, you should have done blue.
I always do blue. I get tired of looking at it, even though it is my favorite color.
Ditto.
Now it looks like it jerked off a troll or something. Jeez. Art inspector, stop scratching.
So how does everyone like our new audio setup? Carrie's got a lavalier mic, and I've got my own mic. Helen in the chat room says, "Do you flop like a fish, PJ? The old man reckons I'm a fishing eye. Get more exercise than anywhere else." Yeah, that's pretty much it. I flop all night.
Yeah, it was really bad when we had a more mushy mattress, and every time you'd move, it felt like the bed was... It's not as bad now. Helps if you open the freaking bottle.
Yeah, that usually does help. Mom says she still hears echo. Tina's having buffering problems. Sorry about that, Tina. Helen's insisting on thumbs up, so thank you for that.
Thanks, Helen.
Yes, Mom. The echoed delay, or the delayed echo, regardless. Hello, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
It's actually coming from my headphones across the table. I've turned them down, so hopefully they don't act up. I want to be able to hear the audio quality, so I can make adjustments on the fly. So that's why I've got my headphones plugged in. But you shouldn't hear it anymore because, well, I've turned it down. Joyce says that Mom and I have the exact same laugh. Yes, that's one of the many things I took from her. Now that's really working out rather nicely, Carrie.
Really?
Yeah,
I hate it.
No,
Absolutely
I
hate
like
it.
the multiple layers, and I like the white and the blue. I think it really turns out nice.
Don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Well, you are your worst critic, you know.
No, it looks horrible.
Oh, gee.
Because for whatever reason, this stuff on this wood, it's like, it doesn't feel like it's rubbing in, but then when you go to try and wipe it off, it's like, nah, not happening.
Well, you know it is porous wood.
Right, but when it doesn't feel like it's being absorbed, but yet when you go to do anything with it, it's like, too late.
Maybe we should try spitting a pit bull.
I'm not spitting a pit bull because it would have to be mine, because mine's the white one.
Come here, art inspector.
Leave the art inspector alone. You piss her off, you know she'll find something of yours and chew it up.
Oh, I'm sure.
She is my dog after all.
CJ says we usually hate our best work.
I would agree if it was my best work.
God.
Makes me wish it was a pour, because I'd scrape this sucker off. Trust.
So have you guys checked out Carrie's website at epiphanycraft.com?
Stop pimping your website, dude.
No, it's your website. That's why I'm pimping it.
It's your website. You made it.
Of course I made it, because I love my baby.
Lord.
After all, what would a good art bitch be if not a web designer?
Yeah.
And a pour cup cleaner.
And poor completion.
And a gopher.
Hey, just be happy it's not Halloween, or I'd be sending you out for shaving cream and candy.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably be going out this weekend for that, because that looked damn cool. Now, if you had just said candy, I would go. Begrudgingly, because I'd missed the action, but I would go. You do realize you'd have to set your own camera angles and stuff, right?
It wouldn't even need to move, dude.
Why wouldn't it need to move?
Because it wouldn't.
But it's so cool. I've got buttons. Thank you, CJ. See, she's checked it out.
Oh, what, the website?
Yeah. And a DJ. I actually am not a DJ. I am a producer and podcast host, though. If you want to hear the darker, crankier side of Carrie, she's my co-host. We do a show called Prime, and you can go to theprimepod.com to check it out. But be warned.
Me, cranky?
Yeah, you. Who'd have thought it? But again, be warned. Adult language is ahead.
You don't know how hard it is to not cuss like a sailor.
Well, if you really want to cuss like a sailor, and I say curse, so if you want to curse like a sailor, be my guest.
That's
you
'cause
just
you're
might
uppity.
offend some of your people.
You're uppity.
No, I'm just a Yankee. I'm from Long Island. That's how we say curse.
It's cuss.
It's curse.
It's cuss.
Curse.
Cuss.
Come on, you can do it.
Cuss.
Arr.
Cursing you would be like...
I put a curse on you.
Right. Cussing is foul and dirty language that I'm very fond of.
Meh. Helen says, "Go art bitch, go art bitch, go art bitch." Wow. Helen just says, "So, we women, we're very lucky. We have buttons, and they ain't needing electricity." Oops, did I just say that out loud? And then she said, "I'll do it for you, Carrie." But I doubt it was connected to that last statement. That would be what I would say if it was connected to that statement. Oh no, Joyce's son got fired today because he cut his hand and cursed. See? Cursed.
How do you know he didn't say, you know, I hope you all turn into chickens? He could have cursed. Exactly.
Oh, shit.
See, now that's cussing.
That's cursing!
That's cussing.
Oh, damn it. Well, at least Helen loves listening to yuz. That's our equivalent to y'all.
Okay. Makes sense.
I like it. Okay, so apparently I'm wrong because not only you, but Helen says cussing. So, well, damn it. All right. I'm still saying cursing because, you know, I might.
Because you like to be wrong.
No, I maybe I want to, you know, wish someone 100, you know, dead rats in their bed. I don't know. I've never cursed anyone like that. But I do curse.
How many sizes does this damn thing have? It feels like I've done 1,000 already.
Well, I'd say 6.
I'd say 11.
Okay. I'm surprised you haven't asked me to make you a cocktail tonight.
As much Advil as I've taken today, I really don't need any extra help.
All right.
Killing my kidneys and my liver and...
Yeah, but you're a professional. You've built up a tolerance over the years.
To what, Advil or alcohol?
Well,
Both.
probably both. I mean, between the spinal surgery and the gallbladder and dealing with my dumb ass, you've taken a lot of Advil, I'm sure. Hey, Nancy. Nancy Fraley's into his house.
Hey, Nancy, thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you. Tonight, Nancy, we are doing some spit. She chose the, well, you guys in the chat room chose the chalk-painted box that we got from a local flea market from a local crafter. It was cheap. It was, I think, $5.
And I'm ruining it.
You are not ruining it.
I'm ruining it. Ruin it.
You're not ruining it. Please talk some sense into her chat room. Helen in the chat room says, "Blue looks so fab. Love the way it's so strong a color even when you wipe it off." Oh, honey, you've had your fair share of health shit, and not nice, especially as you are so young.
Yeah, what's that saying? I was rode hard and put away wet.
Hell yeah. I'm only responsible for some of the riding. And I never put you away wet. I give you a towel.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Helen also says, you're not ruining it, you're making it wonderful spitful.
Wonderful spitful. And then I got troll jizz on it because my hand got wet.
What?
The green got wet, so it bled off on there.
Oh, man. Just your descriptions.
Smurf troll. Ambidextrous. That's what happens.
Mama B, 70 acres in the chat room, says TMI. There's no such thing, Mother.
Sure there is.
Mom says Spitification. Now, I like that one.
Oh, yeah. Here's what we're going to do. Just don't.
Even Helen had to make a comment on your troll jizz statement. Oh my, two at once. I believe they call that art kake. Oh man. I'm going to get booted from this chat room, aren't I?
How would you get booted?
Someone's going to come in here and take my mic away, take my keyboard away. And I'll blame you because you're the one saying it. I'm just laughing and repeating.
Still got too much green.
So should we make it official? Call it Spitification? Helen wants to know.
Sure.
Well, it's official then.
Let you sit there a minute. Oh, that's way too much. Way too much.
Helen's got my back if someone tries to kick me off, though. And there you go, Helen. It's official. The new name for the video is Livestream, The Return of Spitification, Unicorn Spit.
Alright, we're gonna let that dry. See what happens.
Yeah, I really like that.
Ugh.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. It's blues, it's greens, it's whites. I dig it.
It's
Well, make it
Get me an orbital sander.
I have one downstairs.
And 220 grit.
I have that downstairs. Well, you have that right next to you.
Yeah,
actually.
but my arm hurts. I can't sand it.
Well, that's what your art bitch is for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the touch.
Yeah. think we need to buy stock in paper towels.
Might be a good idea. I'll get on that. But in the meantime, would you like a square or two?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. One of these days, I'll actually hook up a real mixer and we'll be able to get some background music in here, make people happy.
You just want to set it up so you can have a soundboard and have something to make goofy sounds for you so you don't have to do it.
Yeah, because the real thing is always better. But you're right. I'm used to full production. I can't help it. I mean, you got to thank me for that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a channel. And nobody here would be able to see you.
Well, they'd probably be thankful for that.
Oh, come on now.
Alright. Gonna let this sit on here a little longer. I just think this wood is...
Kiki!
would have been better with the warmer tones since it's brown.
I think you're right, but we don't have warmer tones. Or not a whole lot of them, if any.
Not any. Not in unicorn spit.
Yeah, Kiki didn't get the notification. Something tells me she didn't hit that alarm bell. So disappointed, Kiki.
Oh, stop.
I can actually have YouTube music. YouTube has an entire music library of open source or royalty-free music that they won't kick you off if you use. And they have it in a bunch of different genres and feels and tempos. It's really cool. To answer Nancy's question, we are using a box that we bought at a local flea market that was made by a local crafter or woodworker. And Carrie used chalk paint as a base and then took some sandpaper and distressed it. And now we are using, unicorn spit. Hey, Andrea!
Hey, Andrea, thanks for coming. The only thing you've missed so far is me making a mess.
Well, that and troll jizz.
Troll jizz. Smurf jizz.
I feel jealous. Kiki's bell is most certainly wrong. What can I say? Sometimes YouTube sucks.
Yep.
Can't say that too loud, though. I don't want to get booted. After all, they might... Ha ha ha.
Well, me saying Smurf and troll jizz might do it too.
Oh yeah, Nancy, it's definitely called unicorn spit. We love calling it that because it's just such a fun name, but no, it's seriously called unicorn spit. Alright, Helen. She's having charging issues on her iPad.
Uh-oh.
Helen says her bell keeps unringing every time she leaves the channel. And I don't know that you're doing anything wrong. I blame the iPad. Apple seems to suck at certain things. Well, most things, really.
Just because you don't like Apple products.
Because they suck. I mean, come on. When my mother, the total Apple fangirl, decides to, like, shun it and go back to Windows, and I didn't even have to push all that hard, something's wrong there.
And you may want to consider that people don't want to hear you chewing cheese in their ear.
But it's string cheese. It's so tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dad. He says show the bottle label. I had planned on it after eating my string cheese.
See? It's really called unicorn spit.
It's getting tiring. That's why I want the iPad. Yes, I know. I use an iPad for a soundboard. It's ironic. How many thumbs up do we see? I don't know, Helen. I can check that for you. Yes, there's 10. Thank you for everyone who is giving thumbs up.
They need a boo button.
Well, that's the thumbs down, really.
No, that's just thumbs down. You need a boo button.
Why the hell would we want a we don't want a thumbs down button. We want, like, if you click to exit the browser, it should give a thumbs up. Like, that's how it should be for us.
No, I think it should. I think they should have a yay and a boo, and when someone hits the yay, you hear a yay, and when someone hits the boo, you hear the boo.
Cool, we're up to 13 thumbs ups. Not boos, not downs, but thumbs. Helen, you've never tried string cheese? Oh, you deprived person.
I've never had it either.
Well, you're both weird. She's at least got the excuse of being over in the Great Down Under.
I know I'm weird. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's correct. You know what? Helen says freeze. No one touched that thumbs down at all. And while I thank you for that, and I hope that no one touches the thumbs down, whether it's Carrie, whether it's my mom, whether it's me on Prime, we've all gotten thumbs downs. And you know what? Haters gonna hate. And that's all I gotta say about that. We like to call them trolls. Because most of the people giving thumbs downs don't even sit there and actually get a chance to enjoy the content. They just don't like the person involved. And tough, stuff happens.
We'll come back to you.
No, Mother, we don't know who the thumbs down is from. It doesn't matter anyway.
See, anonymity is a good thing.
Anonymity. Yes, indeed. Kiki says, haha, that was me. Just joking.
It would be alright. I'll probably go back and give myself a thumbs down later.
Oh, come on, honey.
This wood just sucks.
Dad says, Kiki confessed. Yes, Mother, I know. The audio died for a second. You want to know why? Because we don't want to vape on the mic. Because people might be offended. But thanks for blowing up our spot.
I don't care if it offends anyone. I just don't want anybody to have to hear the...
Like that?
Yeah. Exactly like that.
Rose! It's Rose, everybody! What's up, Rose?
Hey, Rose.
Rose Ryan's in the house. Why is Rose offended? You're always offended by something, I'm sure.
Please. You know who that really is. That's Rose Trouble Ryan.
Weren't we calling Mama B Rose yesterday on the
Yes,
live
we
chat?
were calling Mama B Rose and her mad stash of delusions and her Bombay inks and everything.
Ooh, Rose is going to see Thor Ragnarok on Friday. You'll have to let us know how it is. I cannot wait to see that, but I just... Man, I don't have enough time for that kind of stuff. I did sit there and binge watch Stranger Things Season 2 this weekend. Holy cow. So good. And I gotta say, back to what you were saying, Bombay Inks, that's some great stuff. If you guys didn't check out Mama B's live stream, you can check that out at 70 Acre Studio on YouTube. She does Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and it's always a blast. Brenda! Howdy! How you doing, girl?
Hey, Brenda, thanks for coming. I had to make sure he was done with his salutations.
Yeah, she doesn't want to speak over me. That's her problem. You gotta just cut me off sometimes.
Kind of hard when you never take a breath.
Rose, you have not been here for 2 hours. Don't lie. We started about 45 minutes ago. So what were you doing for an hour and an hour and 45 minutes? Hour and So, I don't know.
Hour and 15.
Hour and 15. Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. Mom's almost out of the iridescence from P.H. Martin.
Good Lord, how much did she use yesterday?
Well, we got her the regulars. We got her 2 kits, though, so I thought we got her both, but apparently they were both regulars.
Yeah, I like the iridescents. They're expensive,
They are so good, though. Okay, so Rose says she can lie if you want us to. Do we want her to lie?
For what?
I don't know. Just in general.
About where she's been for the past hour and 15. She's probably in there like Scrooge McDuck rolling in bottles of paint.
Yeah, right.
Instead of gold.
Hey, Brenda wants to know, how does alcohol ink do on wood?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably be a mess.
Yeah.
We'll try it right there.
Okay. Well, I guess your wish is her command, Brenda.
Let's see, what color do we want to use? We shall use, well, that probably won't show up too well.
Mama B says it soaks right in.
More than likely.
Yeah, I'm guessing it will too, because the wood's very porous and the alcohol inks are very liquidy. Non-viscous? I don't know. What's the other word for liquidy?
There it is. Red, so y'all can see. That I'm not sticking my finger in because it'll look like I murdered somebody. Well, it definitely stains, but that's about all it does.
Gotcha.
Doesn't do much. Let's see. Woo, love the smell of alcohol.
I'm a tequila gal myself, so I agree with that.
So, not much, Brenda. Not much at all.
uh, 70 Acres and Brenda are on the chat room chatting about metallic alcohol inks, and Rose is basically like, shut up! Because she doesn't want anything new to buy.
Metallic.
Ha!
I have gold.
Well, if that's not metallic, I don't know what is.
Except gold. At least this gold. Huh, I didn't realize. Oh, must have happened when I blew ink around. I thought maybe I had an explosion in the drawer, but I don't think so. But yeah, it acts a little bit weird. It gets fizzy almost when you put it down. It's weird.
The more you know.
Yeah, but that's that. I am so not liking this box. Just don't like it. Needs to go away. Why did I shut it?
Rose calls it a treasure in progress. And, you know, I agree, Rose. She hates all her work almost.
No, it's not that I hate it. It's just, well, I don't like this, but I don't hate all the stuff I do.
Hey, it's Kim Marie Andrews in the chat. How are you, Kim Marie?
Kim Marie, Kim Berdue. What? It's
Wow, really?
no.
Chim
Marie. I know. I was trying to make a play on her name.
Well, maybe she's sensitive about that stuff.
That's true.
You have to be careful about that.
That's true. I don't know. I always take and either shorten someone's name or
Oh, I'm the same way.
give them a nickname or...
I am definitely the same way. Andrea wants to know what's in the spray bottle. She's thinking she missed something.
Nope, it's just water.
You didn't miss anything.
H2O.
H2O is better.
Yeah, I don't like this box. This box will not see the light of day after I'm done with it.
Well, no, it'll see the light of my office if you don't want it. Or maybe someone in the chat or, you know, I don't know, one of your followers would like it.
I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kim Marie's mom sang that to her as a kid.
Oh, really?
Rose says, lol, yeah. You don't want to offend. Rolls eyes. You know me well, Rose. It was pee in the spray bottle. No, it was not, Brenda. Shh, don't tell anyone. I wonder what pee would do to wood.
Really?
I'm not saying I want to try it, I'm just curious.
That's just beyond wrong.
Well, no one said I was right. Oh, Brenda, how do you know that pee is a mordant and makes the dye stay on? I don't want to know how you know that. Uh-oh. Kim Marie's in trouble.
Why?
She says it's difficult to offend me. I'm a redhead, freckles, and named Kim Marie. Heard it all. Something that Kim Marie might not have known about me is I like my redheads.
Yep.
I was born a redhead, actually.
So why you're with a brunette, I will never understand.
Hey, you dyed your hair red once.
It's red now, dumbass. And that's why we don't let you do art.
You let me do art. I have proof.
Once.
No, not once.
Once I have let you do art in this house.
That's me. That's all me. You better represent.
Represent.
Represent, playa.
Uh-huh.
Rose says, you have the spirit of a redhead, Carrie.
I got the freckles too,
Hell
but
yeah, you do.
the red is from a bottle. Although it was auburn when I finally got hair at the age of 2. Yeah, this box sucks.
You shut your trap hole.
Look, I am the one making it. If I choose to
I'm
say
the one who's
going to
put the hinges back on it.
Aw, like I couldn't figure it out. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Nancy says, there are a lot of redheads in here. Watch out, PJ. Oh, boy. Thank God I'm not on video.
So this needs to sit and crawl in a corner and hide somewhere.
Okay, would you like me to put it off camera?
Yeah. Did Helen come back, or is she still charging?
I don't know. Helen, are you in there? Helen, are you out there?
Alright, who brought up ice cream? Whoever starts that needs to start bringing enough for everyone.
Listen, if I have to go out because Carrie insists that our art bitch get her tin roof sundae, I'm going to be yelling at one of y'all.
One thing I found out, because they used to wish they still did,
Could?
was make sparkle spit, which obviously means that it has glitter in it, which they don't make now. But because I'm a member of the official Unicorn Spit group on Facebook, somebody in some of the stuff these people make, oh my god, is it gorgeous. But because you can't get that anymore, people have figured out the best way to add your own glitter to the Unicorn Spit would be like, when I get ready to seal, you put the first coat on, you take the finest glitter that you can find. So that can be face, body, nail, or even the really super fine stuff that you can get from that bulk glitter site. And you take and just basically onto it so that it attaches to that first coat. Let that dry and go back over it. And people have put pictures in there, and it's just like, wow, I gotta do that. Ah, Helen is back.
Welcome back, Helen.
Helen gets a sneak peek at another part of her happy stuff.
Ha!
This is my Frankenstein cup. It's not quite done, but it's paint skins. All kinds of paint skins.
I'll give you guys $1 if you can tell me what that cup originally was. Because I'm the one who made it into what it is now.
Oh, all you did was cut the top off. You're so talented. Look at you go.
Oh, shucks, ma'am.
But it's just different pours I've done, kept the skins. I've used a little bit here and there for pendants, and the rest of it's just kind of been sitting here. And I was like, you know, I'll probably never make enough pendants that I'll go through all this stuff. So he had cut the top off, and it was so arduous, so let me tell you. All the time and labor that went into cutting the top of this bottle off.
That's the straightest line cut I've ever done. You leave me alone and make me proud.
And I was like, well, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? And when the purple and black one, and Helen said she liked it so much, I was like, you know, I need to send that to Helen. Then it was like, well, I don't want to just send that. Let me find something else I can make or have that I can send to her. And I was like, you know what? We're going to cut those skins up, and we're going to put them right on there. So tried to make it as interesting as I could.
Rose says, gee, PJ, you have all kind of cutting skills.
Yeah, I know. I let him use the big boy pointy scissors. And he promised before I handed it to him that he would not run with them, and he was good. He sat and he did his little chore.
I fidgeted a lot, though.
But, yeah, so got it covered, glued down, and then went over it with a coat of... wrong one. This is the Mod Podge. It's got sparkle, because everything's better with sparkle. Went over it once with that, and then I did, I don't know, 2 or 3 coats of the gloss. And it's still flexible, not worried about it popping off and being a naked cup.
Heh.
And going to go back and put a couple little embellishments or something on it, and that'll be ready to go, and she can put some brushes or whatever she wants to do in there, help organize her crazy craft room.
Oh god, that place is just overfilling with joy. So we've got some questions from the chat room. Kiki wants you to explain, for people that don't know, what are skins?
I don't know where I puts them. The skins are the runoff of acrylic pouring. Some people use paper and do dips and get
Here.
Okay. This is, god damn it. This is the one that accumulated when we did the pours last week. It's a Mod Podge of basically all the pours. There's a little bit of all of them in there. I haven't taken the cups out of it yet because it was still wet underneath, but it's dry now. So will you stop changing the flipping cameras?
Hey, I'm looking for that smooth fade.
Yeah, it's smooth when I yell at you because you keep changing the camera.
I can edit that shit out.
But anywho, so took different ones of these that I've accumulated and just did a Frankenstein cup for my good buddy, good old pal Helen. This,
you're just giving everything to Helen.
No, the skin, Mama B claimed this. She said she wanted it, so this will be accompanying the tile up to her. So, yeah, hopefully she can do something with that mess.
I'll take the cups out. It'll give me something to do, you know, since I can't work with real tools. And we have another question. Kim Marie seems to have missed the whole explanation of unicorn spit.
Okay.
So, because we're doing another spitification video, you might as well give us a recap on what it is.
Alright. Unicorn spit. It is a gel stain and glaze. It works on just about anything you can think to put it on. It'll do fabric, it'll do concrete, glass, plastic, metal, wood, obviously. You can use it as a full strength stain. You can cut it with some water to make a glaze. You can cut it again if you're trying to do like a stained glass type of effect, so that it's more transparent so some light can come through. You can do just about anything with it. It is non-toxic, hence me not wearing gloves. This is glass, obviously, right? Just threw some colors on there, went back, did one layer of polyurethane because it needs oil-based. Because this is water-based, until you seal it, it will reactivate if it gets wet. So put the first coat on, then went around with some acrylic paint because that's water-based. I didn't want it to reactivate, so I did it over the first layer of poly and then went back over it again, and now it's on there. The downside to unicorn spit is that you do have to use oil to seal it. Some people have issues with the smell, or
smells great, let's fill it.
or don't like it because it's not as user-friendly as the regular polyacrylic is. So it's fun. It's pretty easy to start off with. It's nothing that you need to, you know, be a rocket scientist to even attempt. but to do some of the more intricate things that I've seen people do in the Facebook group, I honestly don't know how they do some of the stuff that they do, but it is just absolutely gorgeous, and one day I'm hoping to get somewhat close. The unicorn spit is sold right now. It depends on where you are. Some Home Depots have 5 out of the 10 colors, which is why I only have 5 out of the 10 colors. Amazon has it.
Rose says spit is all over the place. I'd like to know where the hell you live, woman.
I know, right? Amazon, you kind of have to watch, because you can go there, you'll be looking at it, you'll flip between colors, and it'll change price from 8 something up to 13 or 14 depending on the color. So you kind of have to watch where you're buying it from. There are independent retailers also. There may be one in your area that sells it. You can get them, like the whole 10 color set. That can be rather pricey. I've looked at that. These are 4-ounce bottles, and I think we got them for 10 or 11.
10 or 11, yeah.
From Home Depot. They also have 8-ounce bottles of all these. They also have limited runs of colors that come out. Right now they have some sort of New Mexico type theme going, but yeah, it's fun. You can also do, if you really want to try something different, which I might even actually try, just because why not, you can actually do pours with these.
That's an expensive pour.
No, it's really not, because the pigment is so concentrated. You really don't need to add that much to the Floetrol or in your pouring medium. You do need a little bit more to it than the Floetrol, but just to get more density. But it doesn't.
Stop.
Now you get the art inspector upset. Now stop. All you need is a little bit. It doesn't take that much of the actual spit to get the Floetrol to the right color. But Home Depot sells some Hobby Lobbies sell some, Walmart's, I don't know that they have it in store. They may. I know that they do sell it online. Joann's is supposed to, but I've never seen it there.
No, we've been to quite a few. And
Hobby Lobby is supposed to. None of the ones I've been to have, but I've seen where they are starting to carry. So it's fun. I definitely want to get the other 5 colors because I'm getting a little tired of these, even though it's 2 out of the 5 are my favorite. So. But
so purple is your second favorite, kind of like grape.
Yeah, pretty much. Green I could kind of do without, but because that's what happens. Although that's not much better, but it smells like jasmine, and that makes it half the fun is just smelling the stuff. It smells good.
Yeah. And it washes off with water.
Well, and soap. You have to scrub a little bit. And the art inspector Lucy says thank you for the compliment.
Will the colors blend?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, the colors will blend. They actually will. Let me see if I can find it. I'll have to put a link maybe in the show notes, or is it show notes? Is that what it's called?
The video description.
Video description. I'm so used to the podcast lingo. But there, I have a list here of what you can mix to get different colors, different shades, and how you can work it to get more of the colors that you may want. Like I said, I'll have the art bitch put that in the video description in case anybody ever needs it.
I think it's time we do a blog post on epiphanycraft.com all about unicorn spit.
Oh, don't make me type. Helen, I think they are working their way to you. I have seen a lot of people in the Facebook group for Unicorn Spit that are from your part of the world, and they are anticipating the arrival. Last I heard, I don't know that it's actually made it. If it has, it's a new thing. So why was
because she put a link in the chat, Amazon.com.
Oh, okay. That was mean.
It wasn't us, it was Nightbot, and we still love you.
Nightbot, you're gonna get fired. Alright. Let's see. Joanne does have it online, yeah. But when I was looking to get it, it was one of those things, Rose, where you want it, you have to have it, you need it now. You don't want to order it and wait. So that's why I went to Home Depot and just got the 5 colors.
And now that you know how versatile it is, and we, get a paycheck, next week, you can actually get some more.
No, I think I'll be getting Dilutions and
oh no,
the what are those Tim Holtz ink pad things called? Whatever they're called. I definitely want to hit a Tuesday morning.
Oh, hells yes.
Haven't been to one of those yet. See what I can find.
We actually went to one about 7 years ago in Eldersburg.
Well, it doesn't count. I wasn't crafting.
No,
then.
you were not. But whose fault is that?
Yours.
Me.
It's always your fault. You are the art bitch. It's always your fault.
Meh.
Any other questions? The only other thing I've been working on is something else for Helen's Happy box that'll be setting sail sometime soon.
Well, she has not gotten a Happy Mail yet.
I know. That's why I want to bust her cherry and be her first.
Whoa! She's gonna rub your butt, push your button, and you're gonna bust her cherry? Do you want to be left alone?
Nah. So, yes, Rose, oxides. That's it. I couldn't think of it. I saw Linda McAllister use the Distress Oxides when she was doing her Whimsical Bird stream. And when she whipped those out, slapped them down on whatever type of mat she has that she works on top of, squirted that with some water, and put her paper down in it, and came up with this beautiful watercolor looking background that she then put her bird on top of. I was like, yep, gotta have some. Gotta have some.
Rose, you're not too young for this conversation.
Rose, I do believe I've read you say worse things.
Yeah.
So don't even play it. So
Kiki hasn't received any Happy Mail?
Kiki.
Man. Helen, it's far from innocent. I mean, come on, you're involved. It's not innocent.
So I think whenever I get around to it, we'll work on this one. I've got ideas maybe of hitting the lids with a thin coat of poly, and then maybe do some sort of paint over top of it. Maybe some flowers or something girlier. If it's going to be a stash box for someone, maybe do a leaf.
A nondescript 6-pointed leaf?
Yeah, a leaf. So, yeah, the Distress Oxides look fun, and I definitely want to try some of the sprays, because they look fun. I was trying so hard not to get into doing anything scrapbooky journaling.
And then you saw Linda McAllister's
mixed
stream.
media stuff, that type of hardcore where you just kind of hoard everything to have a little bit of everything, because until we can get our own home and have more room, I didn't want to start stacking stuff to the ceiling. But when you get hooked, you get hooked. The colors I have constants are Zia Teal. They do have some nifty names though. White Ning, Purple Hill Majesty, Blue Thunder, and it is a very vibrant blue. It's hard to get that sucker to kick back a little bit. And Dragon's Belly. There is a orange, a pink, a red, a black, and a yellow that are the other 5 of the base original set. So they will come home eventually.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Earlier this week on one of the streams, whether it was Brenda's or Mom's, or I can't remember, I'm too old, you were talking about your tea-stained paper. Did you want to show that off tonight?
Well, it's...
I didn't change the camera angle this time, woman.
It was just a regular sheet of printer paper. I am, like I said, working on something else for Helen, and I wanted a little inspirational lift me up for it, but I don't have 1,000,008 of the Tim Holtz stencils or stamps that have all the nifty little sayings on it, and didn't want to wait until I could go out and find said thing, so found a little saying I thought would work well for my sister from another mister, and wasn't sure what size font, so did a few different size fonts on printer paper, printed it out, and I was like, that looks kind of stupid on straight up white paper. I don't have any of the stamp pads to sit there and make the edges look aged or whatever, and I was like, I need to make iced tea, and I've heard people say, oh, you can make tea stain, blah blah blah, and I was like, well, let's give it a whirl. What the heck, it's a piece of paper, what can it hurt? So,
and it's not like you can't recreate it, you just print another copy. Right,
and I don't know, well, I guess from doing that. But it was, printed it out, made my iced tea, the tea bags, while they were still a little warm, took and put the paper in a cookie sheet and painted with the tea bags until the paper was wet all the way through, and then put it in the oven at 200 degrees for 5 minutes or so until it started curling up a little bit, and took it out, let it cool, and it's got the nice crinkly old parchment sound. It looks pretty cool. The only thing I didn't do, which I regretted once I took it out, was I didn't do the whole crinkle it up first and then get it wet and do everything, because that would have added another dimension. But again, I've got a whole stack of paper I can do this to, and we'll get her done.
I have to stop you. I think we need to have an intervention for Brenda.
What?
She seems to have an infatuation with urine.
Maybe she just needs to go really bad.
Well, you can go and just pause it. It'll be here when you get back.
Yeah, she might be sitting there doing the pee-pee dance.
Or you just take your iPad or cell phone or whatever you're watching us on into the bathroom. Just don't wipe with that device. Wipe with the paper.
So that would give her the pee-stained paper.
Well, toilet paper. I mean, I wouldn't recommend wiping with copier paper. That might hurt. I mean, I can't relate because I don't. Well, I'm a guy, But I wouldn't wipe my ass with copier paper, is what I'm saying.
Got wet. Well, I would hope not, because that would be a slightly more expensive endeavor than toilet paper.
See.
Because not only would the paper be more expensive, but having to get the plumber out here to roto-rooter your wiper papers out of the sewer.
Ugh. Don't remind me. That was only once.
That was only once, huh?
That's nothing. I had to have a plumber come out when I was married to my first wife. She was flushing tampons and stuff. And, well, it didn't like that.
Well, I guess not.
We were young. You can't even blame me, though. I had no idea she was doing that.
And exactly, Kiki, paper cuts. Down there, of all places.
Ouch.
Ow. So, I think next time, maybe.
Next time on Epiphany Craft Studio.
Have to get the old scan and cut over here and fire it up.
You gotta show up Mama B and tell her why this 650W is a better model than hers. Because she apparently doesn't know.
But I just like to have the better stuff. I don't know. Because I don't know. I mean, we could have, but then I would have kicked myself going, oh, but now I can't do that. Or, oh, now I can't do this.
What did we get at $200 off MSRP?
Yeah.
Like our local vendor, was it Joe Max in Westminster? They are amazing.
So, and we'll play with the stamp kit and see if we can't figure out just how in the world do we do it. Because while I've had this thing for a while, couple months? 2 months?
2 months. Month and a half, 2 months, yeah.
Really haven't had a chance to play with it too much, so it'll be a learning curve for all of us. And you'll probably hear me cuss quite a few times, so...
Not curse?
No cursing. I'll cuss. Like a sailor. And we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into and see what else we can make.
Oh, very cool. Look forward to that next Wednesday on epiphanycraft.com /live. /live. See, this is why I need my soundboard.
Your soundboard. Oh. So yeah, if you want to see me probably get mad at a scan and cut and start
blame it on me.
Start throwing stuff, cussing, and probably cry, come back next Wednesday. We'll have a good old time. I'll make sure to have plenty of alcohol to soothe my my stress.
Yes. And to spill all over.
Yeah. So, if nobody has any questions about ye old unicorn spit or any parting making fun of the art bitch, I guess we're out of here.
Come on,
Sniggle Fritz.
Oh, would you knock that off?
Poopsie Doodle.
Jeez. I'm not connected to your machine, so you're going to have to hit the stop stream button and stop pointing at me.
You do it.
No, you do it. You have the mouse.
Night, guys. See you next week.
Good night.